Human beings are culture species that fall under the genus Homo and the family Hominidae. In appearance, human beings are physically similar to apes. Earlier, only human beings were the species exclusive to the family Hominidae. But a recent study suggests that chimpanzees are more closely related to humans than gorillas, and the last mutual ancestor between humans and chimpanzees lived about 6 to 7 million years ago. A human body consists of 4 limbs, which are 2 arms and legs, and a head and neck attached to the torso. The shape of the human body is formed from a strong skeleton, which is made of bone and cartilage, covered with fat, muscle, organs, tissue, and so on. A huge difference between apes and humans is that humans have a more developed or evolved brain. The body structure of human beings is erect and showcases movable hands. Apes also show great cognitive talent, which was earlier unknown to humans. The human body undergoes numerous changes and developments since conception. The food humans eat helps them to develop. If we look at this historical trail of human evolution, there are many highlights to be looked upon. But for now, let's look at the life cycle of a human being to get a better understanding. Life cycle of human. The following are the different stages of development in the human life cycle. 1. Fetus. The sperm from the adult male human and the egg from the adult female human form a zygote inside the uterus of the female. Over time, the zygote develops and forms an embryo. Initially, the embryo looks like a cluster of cells, but after 8 weeks, the embryo resembles the human body and is called a fetus. During this stage, the fetus is entirely dependent on the female for breathing, eating, and other kinds of resources. 2. Infancy. After 9 months, the fetus is fully developed to be born. This stage in human development marks the period from birth to age 1. Infancy is the earliest part of childhood, where the infant grows in size and shape. During this stage, infant requires a lot of attention as they are completely dependent on their mothers. Infants develop their behavior, physiology, and cognition. Gradually, the infants learn to suck, swallow, and cry if they are in an uncomfortable situation. Since infants are unable to speak, crying is their way of communicating. The mother tends to breastfeed her infant during this stage. 3. Toddler years. The term to toddle means to walk unsteadily, and the child has a clumsy walk during this period. This stage marks the end of early childhood. During this period, the child ages 2 to 3 years old. This stage in a child's life is where they undergo immense cognitive, emotional, and social development. 4. Childhood. Here, a child is of age 3 to 6 years and is crawling for mobility. In this stage, the child crawls and eventually learns to walk, talk, eat independently, and become more aware of their surroundings.